Yeah. Most of these niggas ain't trying to see you win, and I can't trust nobody, not interested in being friends. It's free all of my niggas till my niggas free again. When they blind through these Cartiers, I can see again. I'm riding rich, but I remember back when I was broke. Niggas struggling on that dollar, man, you know it's full course. Went from standing on that corner, now I'm standing on the boat. Bitch, I bossed up, I done gave a lot of niggas hope, yeah. And be careful who you choose, little nigga. My young grab the stick with the school, little nigga. Really thuggin', so you better keep it cool, little nigga. Grab your backpack and go to school, little nigga. Cause these streets ain't for everybody. You lose your niggas in the coldest ways. You take the other snitch, get for the days. Your bitch be going like underlay. My niggas tired of being underpaid. So we trapping for 100 days. Nigga, I remember I was certified broke. Then I got up on my ass, started looking for a note. Young nigga hit a stain and I washed up. Free my niggas on the gang and got locked up. I pull a plane for all my niggas who can't shine with me. And pull a base for all my niggas who alive with me. And fuck a nigga who ain't trying to take the time with me. And take my niggas worldwide if they grind with me. Where were you when I was broke? Being real was so annoying. When these other niggas shining, but you know you can't afford it. So I've been trapping heavy from the night to the morning. Stay in prison till my niggas, we just trying to pay the money. Hold me count with all these cases. Talking about my struggle, but you know I ain't complacent. I was 16 when I got it out the basement. And first seen the vision, yeah, we gotta make it. Certified broke, but the name rich. Producers talking touchdown, but they ain't switched. And if a nigga switched up, I won't blame shit. Don't got no time for a nigga or a lame bitch. Dapping now about the cop on brick on these niggas. I go to hookers, come up by the East End on these niggas. I take the shot so they won't stack one more case on my nigga. We surviving cause this shit just gon' make it, my nigga. Yeah.
Good shit. Good shit. Turn ride.
Yeah. Oh, this my jam. I got it big. I don't know real. And Shawty just tied me off. She gave me that dinner. Let me beat it up and I ain't talking about no damage for real. Yeah. He got pussy like a drum, yeah. I turn that pussy like a fiddle. I just ain't that pussy from the side. Then I'm gonna come on that booty. Eat that pussy and get to your eyes. You don't like the one I do. Your pussy loud and I gotta keep. I make it whistle like a potty tea. She like, baby, boy, you nasty. I'm just showing how I gotta be. I told her, baby, girl, you gorgeous. Take you back in my apartment. Put them panties to the side. Pussy dripping like a faucet. In that pussy, gotta make a deposit. Something dropping shit, I might have to park it. Riding rich, I only fuck with a boss, bitch. Only fuck with a boss, bitch. Yeah. Got me thinking about some mamas. And I ain't even trying to calm her. Throw it back on the niggas. Got me thinking God bless your mama. She said you knocked it out of my shell. Got me feeling like a whole bomber. And we been fucking for an hour. She said she wanna go longer. I know you want like I suck on your titties and finish your daughter. I work like I'm Rihanna. Pussy dripping on the niggas sideburns, yeah, when I get it up. Got me off like it's feeling daddy when a young nigga gon' beat it up. Shawty, you poppin'. I know you a real one. I told that bitch you got eyes. Girl, you the only one. I don't need a side bitch. Shawty, you poppin'. Tell me, shawty, you poppin'. It's my jam, nigga.
Thank you. All right, you guys, welcome to the live. Just chilling, trying to get my mind right. Man, life has just really been tough lately. But I tell you what, life is a lot easier for me when my business is flourishing compared when my business is doing shitty and my life is doing shitty as well. So I guess my pops started having seizures again yesterday, and they flew him out here airlifted him out here from Pahrump, and he's in the hospital right now, unconscious. So we're just waiting for him to wake up, see how bad the damage is. Every time this happens to him, we never really know if he has any additional brain damage or anything like that. So it's just a waiting game. It's like, man, I can't catch a break in life. Like last night, like she decided to come back here. She said if I left that she would come back here and take care of the dogs for a while, give me a break. So I went to the Cosmo last night. Well, I went and got a massage, and I came home and they were all in my. They fucking broke out and got all in my house, and were fucking my bed up and shit in my son's room and all type of shit. But I went to the Cosmo last night. I had a nice ass room, and I was chilling. I was running a bath, and then she called me and said that your pop's been having seizures. So, like I said, I'm really thankful for this woman that my dad does have, because like if you have a seizure, you know, you can fall, you can hit your head, you can bite your own tongue, you can drown on your own blood. There's a lot of things that can happen to you if you have those continuous seizures. They call it status. And I'm just really thankful that my dad has a woman in his life that is there for him, that's helping him, and she's there every step of the way. And it really makes my life a lot easier not to have to worry about him out there, you know, because I bought him a pool for Pahrump for Father's Day. I bought him an above ground pool, and all I'm thinking about is, you know, him having seizures and drowning in his fucking pool. That's all I've been thinking about. And then, you know, I guess something happened to him again. So I just posted it because I know you guys are all like got a relationship with my pops. You ask about him all the time, and you know, I just want you guys to know that, you know, like in life, you know, tomorrow's not promised today, and sometimes in life you have to do things that you don't want to do in order to not live with guilt and make other people around you happy. My mom sent me a great message because you know my mom sent me a great message. My mom sent me a great message. And I feel like a lot of people on the internet and shit don't really know me for like who I really am, you know? Because I really know, like, at the end of the day, like, I really am an amazing person. I'm an amazing person. And you know, I feel like a lot of people don't know me for who I really am. They get this internet perception of how demonstrative I am and how I talk shit to people. But my mom sent me this earlier. She said, I said I got my own shit going on. You having people over? I said I was planning on it. She said we'll probably be done by the time you get started, so I can go there too. You should have no regrets. You step up and do the right things. And I said I'm good. I'm just tired of BS. And she said, yeah, you keep going and you persevere. You're a special person, and I'm proud of you. And not because of your business alone, but you are consistently there for people who need you. And I am. And it just gets tough and tiring in life when you're there for people consistently and you feel like there's nobody that you can, you know, that you could lean on or depend on. But that's what's made me strong. That's what made me who I am today. Is, you know, not really having anybody to rely on. I've always said in life, and or, like sometimes help will enable you from reaching your full potential. And my life changed when I ran out of help. My grandparents didn't have no money anymore, and my parents never really had any money, and I really didn't have no more resources. And that is when my life truly changed, is when I didn't have anybody to bail me out of the circumstances and the situation I put myself through, like gambling. Like I used to work security job 50, 60 hours a week, take my paycheck, go to the casino, run it up on sports, and stay there till 3, 4 in the morning playing blackjack and craps and shit and blow my money all the time and have my granny bail me out and have people bail me out and beg people to bail me out. That's why I have no empathy for people who live like that, because I've been there, done that. When my life changed is when my granny and them ran out of money. You know, I ran out of help. I ran out of people believing in me, and then I can only depend on myself. That's what it truly changed my life for me to become the man that I am today. So, I will say it's tough not having anybody to depend on but myself, but it's also made me strong. And like I bought my dad a crib, regardless of him not being able to do much for me. You know, I've done a lot for my family members and people who really essentially weren't there for me at the end of the day, because it should be a father's responsibility to take care of his son, not the other way around. But I didn't. I did it because things that I did for my family and for my dad in particular is because it made me feel good about myself, and it made me build my legacy as a man to know that I was there for people who might not even been there for me. Especially like I said, I'm gonna make a documentary about my life story. Like I was down bad, you feel me? I was down really bad, and I'm accomplishing my dreams slowly but surely. And the main key to all of it is, I know I'm rambling a little bit, but I know the main key to all of it is is to just rely on yourself, be self sufficient, Don't feel like anybody's going to bail you out. Don't have no shoulder to cry on. Be there for yourself. Be strong for yourself, especially if you have kids. Because the moment you have kids, life is not about you anymore. It's about your kid. And I think not enough parents understand that. I don't think not enough parents understand that once you have a child, it's not about you anymore. And I know I may be a lot of things, but I know that I'm a great father. And that's something that I can hold my head high on for the rest of my life, is knowing that I raised my son correctly and I broke the cycle in my family for my name. And hopefully moving forward, the man name is a more happy, peaceful, respectable name. And that's what I work for. So that's it. We're going to get into the games today. I'm not feeling down and out. My dad's the one that's suffering, not me. I can't like sit here and feel sorry for myself what my father's going through. Yeah, it bothers me. Yeah, it hurts me. Yeah, it eats me alive, and yeah, I ignore it because I can't deal with it. But at the end of the day, I'm not going to sit here and feel sorry for myself based on what he's going through. It sucks to see the ones you love like that consistently. It sucks to be a natural born leader and be a control freak and want to make everybody's decisions for everybody else. And this is a situation where there is no decisions to be made. It is what it is. But everybody in life is going through something. Everybody in life is going through something. Everybody in life is going through some type of pain. And that's why I would never feel sorry for myself. If anything, I'm thankful for the things that I've been through in life because it's made me who I am as a man. And that's why there's nobody in this world that sees life from my perspective. Even when I was broken, I didn't have shit. I knew I was better than the next man because I'm a fucking mental genius, and I've been through a lot of shit. And like I said, I was least likely to succeed growing up. I had the toughest life. I had the worst situation. I had bullet holes in my house. I had no refrigerator. I had no toilet in my house. I didn't have shit growing up. I used to sit in my house and think that nobody in the world gave a fuck about me, and all I ever cared about was proving my grandparents right before they died, and they died before I could do that. So I'm a failure, and I'll use this pain, this adversity, this struggle to be who I am, and that's why nobody, like I said, nobody has the perspective of life that I do have. And all my family members to this day are reaching out to me on Instagram now. Hey, Cap, oh my, hey, Aunt, I know you're doing great. Oh my God, you're doing so great. Oh, we should hang out. We should get our family together. Go fuck yourself, because you weren't here for me when I was down. Now you're not going to be a part of my life when I'm up. Um, Last thing I'll say is I don't really care how people treat me, but I do care if people invested into my son and my child. And if you didn't have any interest in my child through this 15 years, then I'm gonna tell you go fuck yourself. You know, I've lost relationships with my brothers, my siblings, a lot of people that I will not fuck with to this day because they knew how tough my life was. They knew what I was going through. They know about my health issues and all the shit that I'm going through right now, and they never not one time reached out to see how my son was doing. So I would never fuck with those people ever. But like I said, let's go ahead and get into it, man. I'm not trying to be sentimental. It's just, man, life is taking its toll on me, man. Like I went to the Cosmo last night, and I was chilling, playing some baccarat by myself. Ran up a little 15K at the Cosmo. I don't know who you are. You're saying unblock me. I don't know who you are. Um, Obviously, you're blocked for a reason. And I get a call 3 o'clock in the morning. Hey, Aunt, your dad's fucked up. They're gonna fly him to Vegas. They're gonna instantly transport him out here. He's having seizures again. I'm like, up, like like man. It's like I know the business has been running good for me lately. I've been really picking up the slack where I left off, and just to get bad news all the time, it's like just like if we really have souls, like a piece of my soul is just strongly diminished. But like I said, you know you got to use your perspective in life to define who you want to be as a person. So yeah, you had a tough life. Yeah, your dad was a crackhead. Yeah, your mom was an alcoholic. Yeah, you got sexually abused by your uncle, whatever, whatever. I'm not saying these things are great. I know it's obviously tough to deal with, but you got to use your perspective in order to redefine who you want to be as an adult. And that's what has really changed my life in order for me to have this perspective. I'm not talking about financially or anything like that. I'm talking about just who I am as a person, because this money comes and goes. I don't define myself by materialistic things. Yeah, it's nice to have a nice house and cars and being successful, but at the end of the day, I'm defined by who I am as a man, the moral compass that I live on, and who I became as a father and as a son and as a person in general, behind closed doors, behind this internet shit. And I know I'm a great person. I know I am. but it's consistently a job to try to become even better. So I know you guys are annoyed and you don't give a fuck about me because you don't even like my posts or support my work. And I got to cry on Instagram saying, how the fuck do I only have 100 likes on my shit and I'm making fucking thousands of dollars every day and I got 100,000 users on WAP? Why am I not getting the support? And it's fine, man. If you guys, if you guys want to, you don't want to see me succeed and you just want to steal my trends and my insight and the way I break down games and for your own good, and you can't even just press your finger down on a fucking screen to make somebody's page look legitimate, that's fine. Because I've been this good at this sports betting shit for a long time. I've been this good. And it took me this long to get popping and be one of the biggest names in this business. And I've always been the best. I've been the best when I was 15 years old, 16 years old, betting on sports. Somebody must have scored because my son's screaming. I've been this good at this shit, but it took me forever to get my name out there. And it wasn't easy. Especially because everyone says Cap's black. That's why nobody likes me because I'm black. It's racist motherfuckers in this world. I understand a black man's struggle because I get treated like I'm black. I get hated on by black people because they think that I'm fake and I'm phony, and I get hated on by other people because they think I'm trying to be something I'm not. It's hard for me to thrive. But it is what it is. I'm never going to be politically correct. I'm very articulate, educated. The person that reminds me of myself right now is really Jaylen Brown. Like Colin Cowherd goes out there and says that Jaylen Brown's too smart for his own good. Jaylen Brown thinks he's the smartest person in the room. Jaylen Brown thinks he's smarter than everybody. That's because he is. He is. That I've been telling you guys about Jaylen Brown for a long time as far as black excellence. That man is an excellent black man. He's educated, he's articulate, he's well spoken. He talks about he just like he said on his little podcast yesterday. He said, "You definitely not black, white boy. Let me get rid of you real quick. Bye. Have a good life." Um, um, the racists always come out the woodwork. But Jaylen Brown was saying that the internet needs more people that are in tune with their emotions, need more people that are real and they're raw and they don't have no propaganda, agenda. They need more people that say how they feel and talk about how they feel. And everything that he said right there was so real because that's the same shit that I do on my page. And like I said, being a white person in poverty, getting treated worse than anybody in the world. I promote black excellence. I really do. I know it sounds bad. People say, well, you can't say black excellence. You're a white man. I can say whatever the fuck I want, first and foremost. And there's a certain type of black people that are excellent, that are excellent, that are educated, that are well spoken, that are humble, that know how to act in the right environment, know how to speak on certain things. And I'm going to consistently promote these type of people because I feel like there's too many false gods and false demons in this world that people look up to and worship, and we need people to look up to people like Jaylen Brown. I think that he's above. I think he's the upper room as far as mental person and perspective, and something you could really learn from. So if you guys ever have time to go watch Jaylen Brown talk or go watch his podcast, I would highly suggest for you to do it because he is an amazing man. All right, so let's go ahead and get into this now. I'm sorry I got into all that, but I mean, it is what it is, man. I wear my heart on my sleeve. And I think there's a lot of people that fuck with me just for the shit that I talk about. Kansas City versus Cleveland. By the way, my lives have been very, very good. I've been having a dominant July so far. I know it's the only fourth of the month, but I've been really doing my thug thizzle. I've been really locked in, working. I've been on these lives every day. I've been doing my plays. I've been doing a lot of shit. And I really have been locked the fuck in, which sucks for me because I love my girl. I really do. And I know that I'm better when I'm by myself. I'm not as happy, but I'm a better man. So I'm kind of conflicted. I'm kind of conflicted with I'm kind of conflicted with what my next move is gonna be, you know? But White Sox, Cleveland, Parker Messick versus Shane Burke. I mean, I'm really curious why Cleveland is minus 148 in this situation. I think that Chicago is definitely a better team right now. I know Cleveland has a better record, but Cleveland without their best player, Jose Ramirez. Stephen Kwan's been having a really, really down year with sucks in the bottom of their order. I used to think he was one of the best. I used to think that he was one of the best leadoff hitters in all of baseball, and he's kind of fell off this year. What have you done for me lately is always the key word in baseball. It's not about past history. It's not about past performances. It's all about, what have you done for me lately? I mean, David Peterson, that guy for yesterday, used to pitch for the Mets. He just fell off the face of the earth when he had been dominant years before. So for some reason, Stephen Kwan can't hit this year. Austin Riley can't hit this year. I know I talked shit about Toscar Hernandez yesterday, and of course he hit a game-winning grand slam. I mean, anytime I bash somebody on Instagram Live or on all these platforms, they typically find a way to have a big game, big performance. I think the line tells stories here. I think the line is saying that Parker Messier is going to have a good game, and Cleveland's going to find a way to win this because they're minus 148, and it just seems really weird to me. It's not like Burke has been bad this year. Good ERA, decent numbers, winning record. I mean, I think Vegas is telling you that they like Cleveland. Baltimore, Cincinnati, 51% chance of rain. Brandon Young and Hunter Green with his first start back. And I think this Hunter Green kid is one of the best pitchers in all of baseball. He's got an electric arm. Kind of reminds me of like a Chapman, but a starting pitcher. So Green is finally ready to make his 2026 debut after fully recovering from arthroscopic surgery in mid-March to remove bone chips in his right elbow. The 26-year-old right-hander is looking to build off a strong 2025 when he went 7-4 across 19 starts with a 2.76 ERA and a .94 WHIP. Right-handers. So, like I said, I like Hunter Green a lot. I think he's the ace of their staff. You know, they got Lodelo. They got other pitchers over there. Lodelo's been having a down year, and that's another young prospect pitcher. I just think that Lodelo and Green were going to be the future, lefty and righty. But Lodelo has not been good this year. I think Hunter Green will be on some type of pitch count restriction or something like that, considering he's a right-handed pitcher and he had issues with his right elbow. And now it's raining out there as well. So I'll be very, very cautious putting any stock into him today. Now, baseball is a game of averages, and Cincinnati did not score a run yesterday when that total was 10.5, which was a really weird game. Now, the RBI parlay I gave out, all we needed was Suarez to get an RBI. In his first AB of the game, he had first and third, one out. All he had to do was hit a sac fly, and we would have cashed that RBI parlay. I believe it was like 13-1. We would have won 13 bands of $1,000, and he didn't do a double play. So that was frustrating. I was really pissed off about that. But, a lot of averages say that, Cincinnati should probably score some runs today, considering they got shut out yesterday. I'm not a big fan of this Cincinnati Reds team, though. I'll tell you that. Tampa Bay versus Houston, Hunter Brown. Cy Young caliber guy, had an amazing year last year, really took over as the ace of their staff after, low-key giving up on Framber Valdez. Not really the same guy. So Hunter Brown, 1-0, 1.78. Drew Rossman, always been a beast, always been a really good pitcher. A reason why Tampa Bay got the best record in baseball right now. Caminero hit a home run yesterday. The guy's on fire right now, getting ready for the home run derby, which is going to fuck him up. It always fucks these players up. I really wish he wouldn't do it. I wouldn't have a play in this game. Two really, really good pitchers. It's really hard to bet against Houston. I know they're 43 and 47, but man, Altuve, Alvarez, Paredes, Christian Walker. Now they got Lamont Wade, who was a good player for the Giants coming back from injury. Yainer Diaz, Tramal, who is a young prospect, supposed to be really good. It's hard to bet against this lineup because they got a lot of talent over there. I really wouldn't have anything on that game. Mets versus Atlanta, Sean Manaea versus Chris Sale. Obviously, I like the Braves. Sean Manaea is not really good. Used to watch him in the minors league for the Aviators. Used to pitch for the Oakland A's. He's an off-speed guy. Doesn't really have much velocity, and he's been kind of getting his shit pushed in this year. And I think that Atlanta's playing a lot better, considering Baldwin is back in the lineup. Now they're not going to run Baldwin as a leadoff today for some reason. They're going to run Devon, Baldwin, Albies, Olsen, Riley, Harris, Wright. Joey Bart, who was like the catcher that was supposed to replace Buster Posey for the Giants, but never really panned out. I don't think he's that bad, honestly. I think Braves find a way to win big today against Sean Manaea. Cubs, St. Louis, 62% chance of rain, wind blowing 8 miles per hour. Wouldn't bet that game. I don't do anything on rain over 50%. Philadelphia versus Kansas City. Michael Wacha has just been so good the last couple of years. Can't really bet against this guy. I think, Philadelphia is big favored on the road. The line's kind of off, in my opinion. I think that Kansas City has value here. I think Kansas City probably finds a way to win this game at home with Michael Wacha, who's just been really, really good. San Francisco versus Colorado. Fucking Logan Webb just got rocked yesterday. I gave that out over 15.5 in play. They scored 18 runs. We won that in 5 innings. Robbie Ray versus Sean Sullivan. Sean Sullivan is bad. 0-2, 8.64 ERA. Colorado's just scoring runs this year. Willie Castro, this Goodman dude's been killing it. McCarthy, why the fuck did the Diamondbacks let this guy go? And this is how I know that I know talent, because I've been talking about this guy for years. He's one of my favorite players. Seriously, they let him go. He had injuries. He wasn't the same player last couple of seasons. He is absolutely killing the baseball for Colorado. He's batting 308 right now, 9 home runs, 47 RBIs. This guy's killing it. He went 4 for 5 yesterday with 2 home runs, 6 RBIs, a stolen base. I mean, he is just dominating. I really wish that Arizona never got rid of this kid. I knew he was good, and he's finally healthy, and he's showing us all what he's capable of. Tavar's a good player. McCarthy's a good player. Goodman's a good player. Castro's a good player. So this is not a confirmed lineup, but Colorado is dangerous right now, especially at home with the fireworks tonight in Colorado. I think this game probably finds a way to go over again, because San Francisco scoring some runs against Sean Sullivan, and if they can rock Logan Webb, then what are they going to do to Robbie Ray? Sonny Gray versus Aldegreri. I don't know who that is. Wouldn't bet that game. Miami, Oakland. That was my main play last night. The game went over in a couple innings. Sandy Alcantara versus Aaron Sevilla. I think it goes over again. I think it goes over again. I think it's high scoring again. I love Liam Hicks, Otto Lopez, Kyle Storer, Edwards. I love this team. I love Miami. Miami and Washington are my two favorite teams to bet on this season. And then Arizona. These are my teams to bet on. They score runs. They don't have great pitching. Sandy Alcantara, to me, is not great. Even though he's 9-4 and has a 4.2 ERA, that's a high ERA. He's 9-4, which means they're giving him run support when he's on the mound. I think he's very hittable. I also told you guys on the live that Nick Kurtz would hit a home run, which he did. I had some good player prop parlays yesterday, but we just lost by one on a couple of them. We should have won the one with Suarez, but it is what it is. Jonah Heim, designated hitter, used to be the catcher for the Texas Rangers. That guy can hit. I don't know what's going on with Jacob Wilson and Brent Rooker. Brent Rooker's their best player, in my opinion. I like Nick Kurtz, but Brent Rooker is more established. I don't know what's going on with those guys. I guess I'll look it up. I don't want to be like an uneducated buffoon and sit here and talk about something that I'm not going to look up. So let me see what's going on with Brent Rooker and Jacob Wilson. Jacob Wilson was a rookie last year. He played great. Soderstrom is one of their best players. He's on a 10-day DL. He's hurt. Left fielder Longaleris is dealing with a thumb injury right now. But what is going on with Brent Rooker and Jacob Wilson? Jacob Wilson's on a 10-day injured list with a thumb. Denzel Clark, their outfielder, who was killing it like a crazy outfielder, crazy ability. He's on a 60-day IL with a hamstring injury, and Brent Rooker's on a 10-day DL with a knee injury. So Brent Rooker to undergo season-ending knee surgery 2 days ago. So I guess Brent Rooker's season's over with. I didn't know that, so that sucks for them because I like Brent Rooker. He kind of reminds me of Pete Alonso. Good bat, a lot of power, a lot of crack in his bat. I can't wait for Oakland to come to Vegas so I can be a fan of this team. Milwaukee versus Arizona. Brandon Woodruff. Obviously, you take the Brewers. I can't believe they scored that team total the other day. It was 3-3 in the bottom of the 10th inning. So that means that Arizona had a man on second, and all they had to do was get that run in to win the game, and the game would have been over with. And they found a way to get out of it. And then Milwaukee scored 4 runs in the top of the 11th inning to catch that team total and the over, which I told you to take it. I wouldn't take the game over today because Brandon Woodruff is so dominant, but I would take Brewers again, team total, and maybe take them on the money line to win the game. I don't like betting against Cattell Marte, Perdomo, Carroll, Marino, Del Castro, Arenado, Max Kepler, Vargas, Troy. Vargas have been their best bat all year long as far as batting average. He's a good first baseman, switch hitter as well, can hit from both sides of the plate. This game probably has late runs, late fireworks late in the game. I think Milwaukee comes out and takes a 3-0, 4-0 lead. Then, Brewers score some more runs, 5-0, 6-0, and then Arizona hits a 3-run shot late to push the game over, and you win luckily, and then they boost the fireworks off in Arizona in the dry weather. San Diego versus Dodgers. Griffin Canning, bullpen start for Padres. Been telling you, fade the Padres. They're garbage, and they're going to continue to get worse. This team is not good at all. They're not good at all. I'm telling you, they're horrible. Yamamoto's on the mound, best pitcher of our generation after 2 seasons, best pitcher in baseball, in my opinion. I mean, I think that obviously Mizorowski is the most talented pitcher, but it's not always about 105 miles per hour. It's about being able to pitch and pitch in the right moments. And Yamamoto, in 2 seasons in the major leagues, has won 2 World Series. And he won MVP of the World Series last year, if I'm not mistaken. And he's just the greatest pitcher in MLB history to start his career. And he's going to win his 3rd World Series this year because ain't nobody beating the Dodgers. Oh, you took Toronto. Okay, that's 27-1. Obviously, I like the Dodgers to win the World Series. They got better. They improved in their lineup. They picked up Kyle Tucker. They got rushing now. They got Tommy Edman. All their pitchers are out. We don't have no Tyler Glass now, no Blake Snell. Like a lot of their pitchers are even Edwin Diaz has not contributed, and they're still 58 and 31. There's nobody beating this team. Otani's been a top 3 pitcher in baseball all year long, and they got Yamamoto. This team won a World Series with Yamamoto, Walker Kessler, Jack Flaherty, and bullpen starts. They're 10 times better this year than they've been, and Dodgers are going to win the World Series again, and they're going to win 3 in a row. I mean, I don't want them to win. I'm a Dodger fan. I want somebody to beat them. I want Toronto to beat them, but it's probably not going to happen when it's all said and done. So, soccer today, France is playing. I'm pretty sure it's 0-0 still, probably on a hydration break right now in the 23rd minute. Who hits a home run today? Let's go ahead and pull up batters versus pitchers. Batters versus pitchers. Let's see, batters versus pitchers here. Who's hit the most home runs today? Gosh, dang. Lane Thomas has 4 home runs against Jesus Luzardo, 421 batting average. Kyle Schwarber has 3 home runs against Michael Walker. We got to go with Kyle Schwarber today, right? 316 batting average, 23 ABs, 3 home runs, 5 RBIs. Okay. Jock Peterson has 3 home runs against Jack Flaherty. Vlad Guerrero, that game's already going. Lindor is kind of crushed. Chris Sale, 368 batting average, 14 hits, 2 home runs, 8 RBIs. Pete Alonso has good numbers against Hunter Green, 2 home runs, but bad batting average, though, 182. So who has the best batting average in baseball today? That's limited ABs, though. I don't like looking at that. So probably the best would be J.P. Crawford, or is that? Wait, that's not J.P. Crawford. Um, yeah, that's J.P. Crawford. Play it. Let's look at ABs. McNeil has good numbers against Alcantara. Lindor has great numbers against Sale. Jock Peterson, good numbers against Flaherty. Bryce Harper. Looks like Bryce Harper and Kyle Schwarber kind of fucked Michael Walker up. So I probably will just retract maybe taking Kansas City. I did not know that these players have such good numbers against him. So it looks like they have good numbers. Lock this guy. Yeah, Tatis is a bum. That guy's only good when he's on steroids. I'll explain the exclusive plays. So, like I said before, there's a lot of people in this community that don't want to buy my picks because it's $50 per day. There's a lot of people in this community that want to bet juice plays and want to bet big money on games. So, my business management has hired a call center to reach out to people that they know bet bigger to sell them 1 play per day, exclusive play, maybe 2 plays. Yo, you exposing the Roobet today still? I think we're gonna start that on Monday, but I'm making a whole video teaching you guys how to download Coinbase, buy some crypto, deposit on the Roobet, use a VPN to do it. I'm gonna show you guys step by step how to do that on Roobet. I think I'm gonna start that Monday, but I'm gonna start making the videos this weekend so I can have videos ready for you guys. First step is gonna be showing you how to buy crypto, showing you how to buy USDT, and then deposit the USDT on your Roobet and make instant deposits and instant withdrawals. That's the first thing I'm gonna do. ADHD is real. I don't know what that means, but I feel like it's disrespect, so I'm gonna kick you. I'm gonna show you guys how to download Coinbase or these why am I looking at brain fart right now? These applications that are able to buy crypto, these exchange apps. Sorry, I'm gonna show you guys how to buy these exchange apps in order for you to buy crypto, and then show you guys how to deposit crypto, show you how to use a VPN so you can use the sportsbook anywhere in the world. You can use it anywhere in the world. You can be in fucking Antarctica on the ice wall and you'll be able to use your sports betting app as long as you have internet. So you people that live in California, you people that live in Florida, I'm going to show you how to be able to be a sports bettor and be able to bet the same shit that I'm betting on. I'm going to show you. But I'm got to give me a couple days. I just signed the deal with them and I think we're going to start on Monday. Yes, if you're in Japan, it will affect me and Marines following you. No, you'll be able to bet in Japan as long as you have internet. So, still holding XRP? No. All my money has been diversified into, Sheenan is going to start. All my money has been diversified into Bitcoin. So I've sold all my XRP, all my Doge, all my XLM, and I've converted everything over to BTC. But like I said, I'll show you guys how to download an exchange app and purchase crypto and deposit crypto onto Roobet and make money. I'm gonna show you guys how to do that. So just give me the weekend. I want to focus on 4th of July, spend time with my family, get my mind right. Hopefully my dad snaps out of this, and I'll show you guys how to be successful. Hey, you got it? You got the food? Someone pooped where? Fuck my life, man. These fucking dogs poop all day. All right.